For being in one of the exciting events, and let me have you talk to have our number one couple and give you the official welcome here, Tom Barton.
Great, Paul. Mr. President, all I can tell you is it's really great to see everybody here. From the founders, there's a couple of them here, to the current members. It's been an effort through 60 years, people contributing to this club, making it what it is today. Obviously, we're trying to improve on it. Sometimes progress is slow, but it's really great to see everybody here. I thank you for coming, and I hope that you enjoy yourself. I'll turn it back to Paul. Thank you, Paul, and your crew for setting this up. So far, it's been very good. So far. So far, Peter shows up, right?
The annual meeting, the dinner usually right before the opening of bowl season, and I think we had those at the Elks Club for a number of years. And the president's job, of course, was to make all the centerpieces. Fortunately, my father was quite an artist, and he made a lot of them using the wild flowers that are blooming in here. The other thing that impresses me that we have come so far. Roy Case shot the first deer under a permit, a special permit in 1930. I was 4 years old at the time. The thing, it was a spike buck up in Vilas County, and the bow he had a face of Osage orange, a lemon wood bow with rawhide backings. In 1946, I came out of the Navy that summer, and Irv here and 6 of us in Marathon started to shoot bow and arrow and buy a new bow. And you know, the first bow I had was made the exact way. So in 16 years, archery hardly changed. But in 1948, I went to Wassa with Jacqueline and Amy Gisselman, and they were running a Fred Bear archery company, a little bitty company in their house. And we bought a new bow, and I bought the first recurve. So that quickly, we went to full recurves. And I wanted to mention that about equipment. Herb, I know, made his own bow because he was a carpenter. The rest of us made our own arrows, we made our own strings, and tried to sharpen those broadheads we used, black diamonds and M3s. It was unbelievable. I think the thing that became very prominent is right after the war we had a lot of deer, but the DNR played tricks with us. In 49, 50, and 51, they opened any deer seasons. And by 52, after a couple of real bad winters, you couldn't see a tail anywhere. And it took us 3-4 years to get back into it. Then the other thing that became so interesting is that damn little thing called road hunting. Everybody was road hunting. You stopped for a tank of gas and then you kept driving. It was pathetic. And I really think it hurt archery until we finally got back to tree stands and food plots and developing our own way of hunting. Making little drives never really paid off too much. I shot my first deer in 1950, hunting with Irv and a couple other people from Marathon up at the Swansard Ridge. Made a drive. I shot the deer at 38 feet and was a running shot. And as I looked at our records at home, the Gassner Honor Roll now is 62 years old and has every kill we ever made at the cottage from then on. We're in that new wood country. and looked at a couple of stories you wanted to hear. Here's a good one. Herb and I and 3 or 4 others of us, during the noon hour break of road hunting, shooting into the sand bunkers up there that was across the fireway. And it didn't take long and a bunch of wealthy bird hunters stopped by and wanted to see what we were doing. And they wanted to know how those bows shoot. And this actually happened. One of us threw up an empty beer can and Bill Wilker shot an arrow through it. The gangs, they just couldn't absolutely believe it. A little while later they said, Bill, would you mind doing that again? Bill says, well, it's awful hard on arrows. I don't think I
The only reason that I'm using this microphone is because I was the president at the time we built the first building. And we were all young 20s, had families, mortgages, and here we were thinking about, we bought land from Shell's Gage, here we were thinking about building a building. It took a lot of courage and absolutely no planning whatsoever. We just did it. And I'm very, very proud to be a part of a club that we started as kids in '53, and here we are 60 years later. It's still active, going, growing. I'm very proud of that.